so you replace your connector, and you know these games are about 20 years old right here. So what you're going to need is you're going to need some brass polish. I like this brand. There's another brand called Brazo. I've used it in the past and it works okay. They've kind of reformulated their formula in the past, and you know what we want to do is we want to you know, use a different brand. I've chose Wyman. The combination of you replacing your header along with kind of cleaning your cartridges, you can get a majority of your games working from that. But you know, I just use a little temporary portion on here and just dip a little bit on this. Usually going to use a lot of Q-tips to kind of make this work. So when you put it in there, you know, be pretty liberal with it. You're going to be cleaning this out, and you're going to be pressing against both sides of the circuit board on here. You know, if you don't have the tool to kind of open this up, then you're going to be fine. So what I like to do is I like to apply to both sides, and you know, don't worry about, you know, reusing these Q-tips. But what I like to do is I like to do some scrubbing on this, and you know, there's some tips on, you know, making sure that you can do this. I have another video on doing this with rubbing alcohol. If you have that, that's great. It gets the majority of the dirt off. The Brazo is not gonna hurt your cartridge. I've done this with lots of cartridges before. I usually do one application, just use a dry one to kind of do that. And what I do is I, you know, kind of press a little bit hard on that, and as you notice right here, you know, it's gonna get a lot of the dirt and grime. Remember, these cartridges are about 15 to 20 years old, sometimes 30 years old. So, you know, don't worry about it. You know, by doing these combinations of things, you know, I'm putting a little bit more on here just because this is the first time I've done this. So if you're a vintage game collector, or you've picked up old cartridges out from yard sales and stuff like that, you don't know the condition of these games, so I would just go ahead and clean these up that way.